Okay, so like every year, I am extremely lazy with staking my tomatoes. So this year I'm going to do something different. I've cut 3 pieces of wood here, and I've already sharpened the ends, and these are going to act as my stakes. But what I have are these little staples that I used for the fencing. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a staple every 6 inches so that all I really need is like 3 of these stakes in the ground, and I can just run string through all of these little metal loops. So that's what I'm going to do. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations, so that'll give me 6 strings all the way across my tomatoes, and I'll just loop the tomatoes up on top as I go. So right now I'm going to hammer in a whole bunch of these, and we'll see how this works. I must say it was Okay, so the garden has been terribly neglected lately. So today I went through and I yanked all the weeds from around my tomato plants here. Now it's time to stake them up. And I'm going to use this wooden mallet that I made for my brother. I'm not entirely happy with it. This pine was full of holes and whatnot, and it's really rough to the touch. But it does function, so we're going to use it to pound in these stakes. I figured it would work better than a hammer. Metal hammer, because a metal hammer would probably distort the wood a bit. Let's see if I can drive this down into 18 inches. Okay, so I couldn't find my tent stakes, so I went ahead and I made one. Just the same sort of material those are made out of. Anyway, I need to tie the top of this off to the ground at about 45 degrees so that this stake isn't going to bend in while I'm tying this string to it. So, let's go ahead and get this pounded into the ground. Oh wait, is this thing even on? Yeah, it's on. Okay. So about 45 degrees, we'll end up somewhere over here near where I plan to put some more radish. So, there we go. My little hook is right there. That should do just fine. So I guess this means I'm going to take the string from here and tie it off on this top one first, and then run it and run it and run it. And then I guess what I'm going to need to do is down on the other end, I'll probably tie it off to that post over there. That way that end doesn't move. Okay, now it's time to begin tying off our rope. So, where's the beginning of this? That looks like a good way to start. So now, I need a loop in the end of this that can grab onto that. Easiest way to do that, fold it over, tie it into itself. It's not exactly a tight loop, but this doesn't need to be tight because it wraps around it. Okay, now the hard part. We gotta untangle this entire batch of string so that we can start sending it through all those little hoops that I put up there. Okay, well, let's see, let me get this untangled and then we'll go on. Okay, I've begun pulling these through. So let's go ahead and complete this process. Okay, leave the extra rope, no sense cutting that off. And there we have it. Now it's just a matter of putting all the plants up on those ropes. And there we have it. Took a few minutes to string them all up. I really hope they survive, because I would like to get some seeds from them if nothing else. But you can see the progress I made with weeding the peppers. They are now thriving, and there's all the weeds acting as a nice mulch for my walkway. A couple more peppers over here, but these ones are more exotic peppers. They're not doing so good. And the corn is still going nuts. It's got to be about 9 feet tall. Anyway, I'll show you one of the ears on here. There's one of the ears of corn, turning out pretty good so far. I'm going to pick this one this weekend and see if it's ready. If not, I'll wait another week until I pick some more.